My name is John Huser. I am the Heriziark of the Heretix, and I made a video last week about my behind-the-scenes process of making a song, and I was given all the wrong riffs for that song, and I hadn't played it in over 10 years, so yeah, but I used to jam it a lot, and what I wanted to do now is make the song through the recording process that I usually go through with making it. I might fuck up a couple times, but I'll just power through some of it unless the fuck ups are too bad. Hopefully I play it perfect all the way through. That's always nice. I normally like to record in small bits instead of play the song all the way through, because when you fuck up you got to go back and redo it anyway, so might as well just get it done the first time instead of having, anyway. So here we go. See, that was too much fuck ups in the very beginning, so I gotta redo that. Okay. Hadn't played this in a long time. Don't hold it against me. I was like, because there was two different versions of this song, and one of them plays the same progression but deeper. So yeah, that just got kind of fucked up with the fingering, but here we go. Next part is distorted. When making a song, I forgot I wanted to talk a little bit about this. When making a song, there's a lot of different pieces that come together, and everyone knows them. You got the intro, and then you got the verse, and then the chorus. Sometimes there might be a pre-chorus in there, and or maybe a little bridge type thing after the chorus before it comes back into the verse part, and then maybe during the song, if it's too repetitive sometimes, or maybe if there's a lot of different things that are in the same area, you can jump to that and completely change the dynamic of the song, and then bring it back to what you started with, or just end it on that new thing you shifted to. So I'm going to do a little bit of that with this song, because the song is kind of repetitive. Not in a bad way though. I love it. I think it's a great song, but there's a lot of cool things that add dynamic to what you're hearing. So here we go with the distortion So I let it ring out, because sometimes the ring outs can be used to blend in with the next incoming part. So right now we're going to jump back to clean. That was more like a little feature to it, dynamic coming in. So now I'm going to go back to that clean riff again. think I have the distortion. Yeah, I was recording with this distortion again. I need to take it off the distortion. Okay. There we go. It's all clean now. Back to distortion. So that would be like the verse part of the song, and then here comes possibly a bridge, or maybe it's the chorus. Yeah, it could be like a chorusy bridge. I drop tuned for this because there's a different part I'm coming in later. Alright, sorry about that one, that's my playing it longer. I was like, fuck man, I don't want to make this video just super long. Let's play through some parts if I can play through them. If I fuck it up, I fuck it up. But that there was the chorus within the heavy verse, or maybe the pre-chorus into the chorus. I haven't written lyrics for this one yet, so I'm figuring it out as I go. That's usually how it is when you're writing music before the lyrics have been written. Sometimes the songs just completely give the lyrics a whole different creative avenue. Alright, so here we go, back to the clean. I like waiting until there's an even amount of recording beats, you know, where it's in tune with where the segments are, because it makes it easier to drag and pull to on a right in line. Because if you record a little off or whatever, when you try to size things up, the way Logic Pro works is it doesn't give you like very minuscule things to draw it to for some reason. Alright, so that's why I let it ring out also a little longer than I might normally. Okay, now it gets heavy again. So, remember last time I recorded this, if you saw that, I was messing it up, the riffs, and it's because I was playing it in the wrong area, but then it made me discover a new area to play the song. And yeah, you've just heard it fucking shred those first 2 times, but now we're gonna change it to a different area on the note scales. So, I'll have to rehearse it here for a second to make sure I don't fuck it up. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good little mix for this part. Maybe there's a different spot I should play it from. Oh no. Higher at that spot, forgot. Okay. I can't fuck it up the first try. I could fuck it up maybe the second time I repeat it, but not the first. I'm going to do it one more time. One more again. All right. By the skin of my teeth with that one. I might have to go back and find some different notes because it sounds a little off, but it makes sense for where it's going. So here we go to the distorted part. Oh man, I love this part. It shreds so much. Scaling that back. Hopefully that's the right spot. Yeah. Alright, so here comes the second heavy part. Alright. those drums at the second half of that, fucking A, they were fucked up. I'm gonna just put some basic drum pattern on that one. I don't know how to fix that. That was, well, let's see if I can auto-program them to play what I was doing, to follow it. That might help it out some. So I had recorded this last night. I'll tell you a story as I'm seeing if I can fix these drums. So I was trying to record this last night and I got through it, and then the footage was kind of fucked up and I was like, fuck, no, I fucked it up. So now I'm redoing it again. I'd already kind of programmed the drums to what I was doing. Alright, let me check the camera too, just to make sure it's not fucked up again. Alright, so after I just finished that really deep part, I want to add a little something higher note up in there. It's the same note, but just an octave higher. So it adds a little extra melodic sound in there, because otherwise it just sounds like quarters in a blender or something, right, with all the deep stuff. So I'll just try to jump straight into that. Here we go. Fucked it up right away. Haha. I played it perfect just a second ago. Here we go. It up. Sorry about that. It happens a lot when you're recording. You have to redo things. So let's jump straight back in where I left off. Let me make sure. Alright, here we go. Alright, so also when I stopped the tape to start back up, I fixed the drums that you guys heard, shitty drums that I was jamming to, so I fixed those. Alright, so now let's listen to the song and see how it sounds. Alright, so as I was going through the footage, I noticed that when I was doing the playback for the song, so you can hear what we had just finished being a part of together here, what I had noticed was that the microphone audio was coming through and it was kind of fucking up the recording, and I didn't realize it until afterwards, so now I just got to reshoot it again. And while I was waiting for the video to finish processing, I decided to start working on the art piece over there, so that's why it looks a little different right now. Alright, so now we're going to listen to the song that we just fucked around with. And then afterwards I'm going to end up working on the song and perfecting it so that it's like more of a greater quality of skill technique when it comes to recording. We just powered through that one just to give you an example. Alright, here we go. the end of the song. And that's the end of the song. Once lyrics comes in, I'm sure it might take a whole different shape. It sounds like it might be actually cool to have a few different versions of the song and different tunings. So right now there's an E-flat version you can hear on our SoundCloud, and then there's the detuned version, and then there's the drop C version. Makes me think I need like a 7 or 8 string guitar, man, so I can get deeper with it, because drop C, I'm kind of limited in how deep I could go with it, and maybe that's why that riff sounds a little off when I go to the deeper version, or maybe it doesn't blend well with between the two, the drop C version versus just the detune. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Never really know how productive these videos are for some people. In my experiences with other musicians, a lot of them don't really understand the concept of songwriting, so I'm trying to kind of just map it out and show people, you know, that you create little parts and decide where that part goes, and then you build around it and kind of decide where things are within it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say at this point in time. Got to add bass, and got to add, well, first I got to go and re-record all these parts, because I've been re-recording them and then deleting them and then recording them again, because they ain't perfect. I'll be sitting here for hours sometimes making sure I get it perfect, and it's good that I'm learning my own music again, because I noticed that once I record it, I'm like, alright, fucking done, and then I move on to other things, and then you gotta maintain your knowledge and skill level with the other stuff you've written in the past, is what I'm feeling. And because, I mean, it really shows just how many takes I've done with how many mess-ups I allowed to continue with this imperfect version, and it really shows that I haven't been practicing my own songs. I don't even play other people's songs. This song actually came about because I was trying to learn how to play Bleed the Freak by Alice in Chains, and I just kind of kept in that same wheelhouse and used some little techniques. That's what I like about learning from other musicians, is you learn their songs and you can kind of like pick up techniques from them. For this song, for example, it's I don't want to use uneducated musician speak with you guys, but that little, I'll play it again real quick. I really dig that. That's a really cool little style that just take you out of the strumming. And I've noticed that there's the attention spans of people. What I've learned about it, the attention spans of people, and I'm not trying to speak negative about it, but what I'm trying to say is that even if you're not consciously paying attention to something, it's like your brain notices when there's a difference or a change in something, and being able to insert those into the music kind of helps grab attention. Otherwise it just becomes background music. And yeah, so anyways, thanks for listening, and listen to me ramble on about stuff, and hope you like it, and follow us on SoundCloud. I know it's like SoundCloud rappers or whatever, right? You know, but it's just where I like to post my stuff, because it's not 100% finished, and as my stuff gets finished, I'm able to take it down and re-upload a newer, updated version. And if I put it up on like iTunes or CD Baby, Spotify or whatever, what I've heard is that you can't take down old stuff you've released to re-upload the better version. So that's been the hold-up there. I got to find someone that knows mastering and audio engineering on a level beyond my comprehension at this point in time. Anyways, thanks for listening. Good night.